Hello and welcome back to the Backed by Bone podcast. As always, I am your host, Don Burgundy on the internet, aka Chris. So how the fuck you done? It's August 7th, 2022. I am officially 2 weeks out from my first bodybuilding show. We got a UFC update, League of Legends update, got a fat Dungeons and Dragons update. Got some anime and manga reviews, and then just talk about some other stuff and just catching up on some shit. So let's dive right into it. Okay, so last episode, excuse me, we had my friend guest star. We had Dylan come on, and we just talked about, basically just whatever the fuck we wanted. I just had like a list of stuff I wanted to ask her, and it ended up being a really good podcast. So I like that episode, but I got a lot of stuff to catch up on. So let's dive right into the UFC. So what we missed as of last week was UFC 277. I did not stay up for this, and I don't really feel too bad, so we're just gonna run through it real quick. So, main card and main fight was Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena. Pretty glad I didn't stay up for this because Amanda Nunes absolutely stomped Juliana Pena. It was just a heavy decision. Um, Amanda Nunes still best to ever do it. What else can you say? Then we had Brandon Moreno, Kai Kara France. Brandon Moreno wins by KO. I mean, he's just one of the best in the division. What are you going to say? Then we had Sergey Pavlovich knocking out or wins by knockout or TKO with 55 seconds of the first round against Derek Lewis. Apparently, that was a pretty cool banger. So good for him. Um, and then after that, looks like, oh yeah, other big thing on this card was that Magomed Ankalaev beat Anthony Smith, and I guess Anthony Smith like blew out his knee or something like that. So that sucks. I like Anthony Smith. I want to see him win. But freak accidents happen. Also, I did actually watch the prelims on this. So I watched Drew Dober. He beat Rafael Alves, and Drew Dober's back on it again. Like, let's fucking go, man. He won by TKO or KO. Um, Good for him. I'd love to see him do it. Fucking get in there. And then that's about it. So then this past Saturday we had UFC Fight Night Santos versus Hill. I did not watch this. Apparently it was a banger card because a lot of shit happened. So main card, main fight, Jamal Hill beat Thiago Santos by KO or TKO in the fourth round. So that's pretty fucking big. Co-main, Jeff Neal beat Vicente Luque by TKO or KO in the third round as well. Lots of fucking submissions or knockouts on this card. Pretty crazy. Muhammad Usman, apparently he's related to Kamaru Usman. He knocked out Zach Pauga, Pauga. I guess that was the Ultimate Fighter heavyweight finale, so that's pretty fucking crazy. Um, Another KO or TKO with a women's flyweight fight, Juliana Miller, Brogan Walker. Don't know either of them. Um, Another heavyweight fight, Sergey Spivak wins by KO or TKO against Augusto Sakai. Terrence McKinney wins by submission against Eric Gonzalez. These fight nights are fucking pretty wild, my man. Um, let's go to the prelims card. Nobody I really know, but another knockout, another submission, another submission. Pretty fucking nutty. So, but we are looking forward to the next UFC Fight Night main event is going to be Marlon Bera against Dominic Cruz. I will be watching this because the main card starts at 5 p.m. my time. So definitely look into that. This is going to be a banger. I'm going to be doing a more of a heavy breakdown on this one. There's not a lot of fights I really care about on this card, except for the main event, which is a Marlon Vera Dominic Cruz fight. Other than that, Gerald Mearshart is fighting. That's pretty cool. I'll probably pay attention to that. But other than that, I'm looking at the card and not seeing anything else I really care about. But then we are also looking at UFC 278. Obviously, this is going to be a fucking crazy card. This is also on the same day as my my bodybuilding show. So I do not know if I will be staying up to watch this because the main card starts at 8 p.m. my time. Um, bodybuilding show is going to be earlier in the day, so I might just be so fucking tired I pass out. But we'll see. The main event is the Kamaru Usman Leon Edwards fight. That's gonna be fucking crazy. So the Paulo Costa Luke Rockhold fight's the co-main event. I got some other cool fights on here. Anything on the prelim cards? Nothing too interesting. But look out for that one. That's gonna be dope. Then of course we've also got the Cyril Gane Tai Tuivasa fight night, which is gonna be September 3rd with Robert Whitaker, Marvin Vettori. That's gonna be a fucking sick card. So UFC, they always do this. Towards the end of the year, they really close the year out with a lot of cool fucking fights. Obviously, UFC 279, Hamza Chimaev, Nate Diaz. It's gonna be a crazy fucking fight. Then we've got September 17th, Corey Sandhagen, Song Yadong. It's gonna be crazy. And then, of course, UFC 280, October 22nd with Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. That's also got Aljamain Sterling and TJ Dillashaw on the card. Fucking, that's gonna be a nutty fight. And then, of course, November 12th, UFC 281, Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira. Everyone's looking forward to that. So, and that's not even the end of the year, because they usually end up having a few cards in December that are fucking crazy. So we'll see how it goes. But it's going to be the UFC update. So we're going to be cruising right into the League of Legends update. We're looking at LPL. So the last time I put out a episode of the podcast, let's take a look here. So with Monday, July 25th, Thundertalk Gaming beat FPX, really kind of fucking screwed him in the placements, but is what it is. RNG ended up beating Ultra Prime. I'm just going to cruise through this. JDG ended up 2-0ing V5. Not very good for V5. So, I mean, they're still going to make the playoffs, but kind of losing that uh, top 4 ranking kind of here. EDG 2-0's LNG. Good for them. Let's see. What else do we have here? Nothing interesting. Okay, Billy Gaming 2-0ing FPX. Really fucking bad for them in terms of the playoff run. So that is not good. Friday, July 29th. Nothing really crazy here. July 30th, we had the RNG JDG series, RNG 1-2-1. Really good for them. EDG 2-0's Ultra Prime, also really good for them. Kind of cruise through this Sunday, July 31st. OMG ends up 2-1ing V5 again. V5 just kind of dropping games when they really shouldn't be. Really not looking hot for them. Then we had Monday, we had FPX winning 2-0 against is that Rare Atom? I can't tell what type team that is, but whatever. So good for them, kind of keeping them in the playoff race, but they're dropping games that they shouldn't have. RNG 2-0s. Anyone's Legend, I think that is. So good for them, keeping them up there in the top 2. V5 ends up 2-0ing Billy Gaming. They really needed that. Wednesday, August 3rd. JDG ends up 2-0ing Weibo Gaming. This is actually a pretty good series. I actually really enjoyed watching that one. I thought it was going to be closer than that, but JDG is just coming out on top, showing why they are a top 2 team. Thursday, August 4th, EDG 2-0's Team WE, which is expected, but again, EDG needs to keep rolling hot. Former world champions from last year, they just need to keep up in the pace so they can kind of make it to Worlds this year. Really love to see that. Friday, August 5th, we had Billy Gaming 2-0ing OMG. That was kind of wild. I didn't expect that. Top Esports 2-0ing LGD, pretty expected. Yesterday, Saturday, August 6th, Weibo Gaming 2-0ing FPX. Really bad for FPX. Now they're kind of really in a tough spot for playoffs. They got to kind of win the last games 2-0 every single series. RNG 2-1's IG. Kind of surprised that IG picked up a game, but it was actually a pretty interesting series. I actually kind of liked it. And then today we had JDG 2-0ing Anyone's Legend, pretty expected. And then V5 wins the series 2-1 against, I think this is Ultra Prime. Let me take a look. I didn't get to watch the series because it was on earlier while I was still asleep. And yeah, Ultra Prime. Um, you know, V5 just really trying to keep it together and trying to find that form again before they go on for the playoffs. Let's look ahead. Anything interesting? The season for League of Legends is kind of wrapping up, so you're going to get a lot of shitty games that really won't matter, but I'll be watching them. One game to look out for is going to be on Tuesday, August 9th, which is going to be Top Esports V5. Very crucial game for both teams. Anything else interesting here? Thursday, August 11th, FPX is playing against WE. They really need to win 2-0 there to keep themselves in the playoff run. What else do we have? And then after that, nothing really interesting. So, um, regular seasons ends Sunday, August 14th. So playoffs begins. I don't know the time frame between what they take a break for regular season and playoffs, but the LPL playoffs is going to be fucking crazy. So keep an eye out for that. I can't wait. Gonna be fun. LCK, let's just go over that quickly. I kind of don't care about it, but we'll keep a look out for it, keep an eye on it. Um, let's see, anything good? Saturday, July 30th. Gen G ends up 2-0ing T1, which is kind of crazy. Expected to be a closer series, but you know, it is what it is. I didn't go back and watch the highlights. I kind of don't really care about the LCK, but I just keep up with it. And then anything else interesting? Gonna go through the games quickly. Friday, August 5th, Genji 2-1's Damwon. Genji just really looking like the best team in Korea, so the most consistent as well, beating the top teams above them. And then other than that, nothing really that great. Kind of won't really pay too much attention to the Korean scene until the playoffs start. Um, the only really good game to look forward to until playoffs is going to be Saturday, August 13th, which is T1 versus Damwon. Damwon just trying to return back to form, and T1 just really trying to assert themselves as one of the top teams. So I'm more excited for the playoffs of LCK than I am for the regular season, but you know, it is what it is. All right, now we're moving on to the European scene, which is the LEC. We will go back to this past weekend. All right, so we had Rogue beating Fnatic. This is going to be July 2nd, that Friday. Rogue beat Fnatic, kind of expected. Mad Lions had to beat Vitality, kind of expected. I know there were really interesting games there or upsets. Then we had Saturday, July 23rd. Excel beats Fnatic. G2 ended up beating Rogue. That was a good game. And then everything else kind of expected. Then we got Friday, July 29th. I think was the ones. I think I already talked about this, didn't I? Or maybe I didn't. No, so okay, so the 22nd and 23rd I already talked about, but the 29th and the 30th I did not talk about. So Friday, July 29th, Mad Lions beats Fnatic, you know, pretty expected. And then Vitality beats Excel. They really needed that win. And then Misfits ends up upsetting Rogue. And Misfits, you know, they're on a pretty hot win streak right now and getting themselves in that top four position for playoffs. Nobody expected them to even make playoffs, so good for them. Then we got Saturday, July 30th. Vitality ends up beating G2, and they actually kind of stomped them. 22 kills to 3, so um, Vitality really needed that win. They're looking like they're in a good spot right now. Astralis ends up upsetting Rogue. Rogue's just doesn't have the consistency. I don't know. They're just not looking that great. And then let's see. This past weekend, Friday, August 5th, anything good? Rogue ended up beating Mad Lions. That was kind of a big upset. 11 kills to 3 kills. A little bit close to the beginning, but then Rogue just kind of uh, eke their way out. And then yesterday, Saturday, August 6th, G2 beats Fnatic. SK Gaming ends up upsetting Rogue as well. Not really a massive stomp, but I don't know what Rogue is doing. Misfits end up upsetting Mad Lions. I think Misfits are on a 4 or 5 game winning streak. They kind of stomped them 22 kills to 11 kills. Pretty surprising. Team BDS beats Excel, another upset. 27 kills to 10 kills. Kind of a big stomp. And Astralis beats Vitality. Kind of a big stomp as well. 22 kills to 18 kills. A lot of upsets yesterday. Pretty fucking crazy. The only team that was the favorite that actually won would be G2 Esports. So pretty interesting. Again, regular season of League of Legends is starting to wrap up, so playoffs going to be very interesting here as well. Let's take a look into the future. Friday, August 12th. Um, Only real interesting games to look out for would be Rogue Excel at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and then Mad Lions G2 Esports 2 p.m. Next weekend, I should say, is going to be Super Week, so the teams are going to be playing 3 games. Pretty exciting. And then most of um, the playoff spots are already determined, but it's just about seeding now. So it's gonna be an exciting weekend. Saturday, August 13th. Any good games here? Vitality Fnatic at noon my time, and then I think that's it. That's the only interesting game on that day. And then the last day of the regular season for the European scene is going to be Sunday, August 14th. Any interesting games here? Vitality versus Rogue gonna be at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then the last game of the day is going to be 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Misfits Fnatic. This might be a super important game for Fnatic. This might be a win and you're in situation depending on their previous games. So we will see what happens. It's really heating up. It's going to be interesting. Then the LCS. What can I say? LCS sucks. You know what it is what it is. But we're gonna go over it. Let's see. Saturday, July 30th. Any interesting games here? TSM Team Liquid game. Team Liquid ended up winning 11-5. Kind of a slow game, not really that interesting. Um, Other than that, all the other favorites kind of won. Sunday, July 31st. Um, the Cloud9 Team Liquid game was actually really fucking good. 16 kills to 10 kills. It was a whole lot of fun to watch. Bwipo really liking the Olaf top lane, kind of being a strong pick right now, but Cloud9 pulled it off. Blabber on the Hecarim. Anything else here? Nothing really. Then yesterday, Saturday, August 6th, we had CLG Cloud9. CLG actually kind of stomped him. 18 kills to 5 kills. Cloud9 just not looking good. Jensen looked like he was not doing much on the Azir when if you take that pick, you kind of really want to pop off. So they were just not looking hot. Um, Other than that, all the other favorites kind of won. So there's currently LCS going on right now, and it's only the first game of the day, and it is CLG and FlyQuest. It is 47 minutes into the game with 20 kills to 21 kills. This game is fucking wild. I don't know why it's taken so long. It's kind of a banger game, but I haven't really been paying attention, but very, very fucking close here. So, um, I don't know who wins, but games going forward are going to be Cloud9 100 Thieves. It's going to be a pretty sick game. I am actually going to be watching that after this is over. Then we've got EG Team Liquid. Damn, this weekend's kind of a banger, huh? EG Team Liquid. That's going to be a fucking sick game. Then Immortals, Golden Guardians don't really care. Then TSM Team Dignitas don't really care. So keep an eye out for that. And then next weekend is going to be Super Week for the LCS as well. So Friday, August 12th. Any good games here? TSM CLG might be a good game. And then that's about it for that day. Saturday, August 13th. CLG 100 Thieves. That might be a pretty fucking good game. Then TSM Cloud9 should look like a good game as well. And then Sunday, August 14th. EG Cloud9. That's going to be a sick game. Team Liquid 100 Thieves. Going to be a sick game as well. Everything else should be kind of close. So keep an eye out for that. I'm really excited for the playoffs. I'm probably going to do a little bit more introspective on the games during the playoffs. So stay tuned, motherfuckers. All right, so we are done with the League of Legends update. So now we are going to be going into the Dungeons and Dragons update. So we actually got to play yesterday, and we finished up the campaign, and I got another fatty breakdown for you boys and girls. So I'm going to take a sip of water first, then I'm going to read this off, and then we're going to go from there. So give me 1 second. All right, here we go. So after the last session, we pick up at Falcon's hunting lodge after a long rest. We question Falcon on the dragon and he can't really provide us with much information, besides that it's a white dragon and probably resides in a cold area. We then head back to Phandalin, which is like the main starting town. As we leave the Neverwinter Woods, we notice that the temperature has suddenly shifted, and near the villages, uh, and nearby villages have been covered in ice. We inspect the nearby village and look over the carnage. The village is fully coated in ice, and bodies litter the streets, frozen over. We hear the faint sounds of crying from a shack and stumble upon a young child. Fallon, aka Victor, approaches the child and tries to calm them down. We then interrogate the child about what happened if she knows anything about the dragon or what direction it's in. She points in the direction of Phandalin, of course. We then escort the child to the town of Neverwinter. Upon arrival, we see more traces of dragon tracks and drop the child off. She decides not to stay in Neverwinter and travels with us to Phandalin. As we arrive, we notice Vandalin has not been attacked as of yet. We see some familiar faces who are gearing up and preparing for potential dragon attack. Plans are being discussed of evacuating the town and what their next plan of action should be. We gear up and we head into the Sword Mountains to confront the dragon and make a final stand. Before departing, we stop at the Shrine of Luck because we hear some sort of commotion. We stop in for a quick prayer during which Falnitz, aka Victor, receives a mystical vision. The vision consists of a dragon resting atop a fortress covered in snow. Then Fanlets and Crumdar get into a scuffle for whatever reason with each other and start engaging in PvP. Falnets quickly wins in one turn because he does way more damage than Crumdar. We then take a rest before we venture into the mountains. As we depart, we see a man on horseback who resembles a man that Falnets saw in his vision, so we decide to follow him. As we follow the man on horseback, we notice more frozen carnage. And from there, we finally reach Ice Spire Peak after a long journey. The path to Ice Spire Peak is narrow and winding. As we approach closer to the fortress, we notice we are being watched from within. We cautiously approach the main gate of the fortress. When we have reached, when we've reached the gate, the uh, what we have reached is the gatehouse that leads to the main fortress across a long bridge. We enter the gatehouse and see horses that get spooked as we attempt to pass by. We run into a group called the Stone Cold Reavers, which is a pretty fucking cool name, who dislike us being there and are after the treasure of the dragon. They regretfully let us pass and attempt to fight the dragon ourselves. As we cross the bridge, we the to enter into the main section of the fortress, we come across a large door with a bell attached. Attempting to be as quiet as possible, we do not wake the dragon. We calmly walk through the door. As we enter, we encounter multiple sturges, which are like mosquito monster things. Uh, that we have to defeat. We quickly clean them up and head deeper into the fortress. Crumdar notices a secret door that leads to a staircase and another door that pass through as well. We notice rotted corpses and make our way past them into the next room. While venturing through the fortress, we come to realize that the fortress was once overrun by orcs and has since been abandoned. We pass a fireplace and hear the sounds of a sleeping dragon, so then we game plan to group up and ascend a spiral staircase to encounter our foe. We stumble upon the sleeping dragon, decide to toss two fireball necklace pieces at it while it's asleep, and then rush in while it's stunned. Crumjar deals 23 damage with the Fireball Necklace and then casts Spiritual Weapon to hit the dragon, but unfortunately misses. Falnitz then takes cover and attempts to shoot darts at the dragon, missing all of them. Kind of sucks there. Greymar then gets into range and throws two hand axes. Greymar's me at the dragon, dealing 22 damage, pretty fucking hefty. And then Crumdar then strikes the dragon with his spiritual weapon, dealing 5 damage, and then deals 13 damage to the dragon with guiding bolt. The dragon gets within melee range and blasts both Crumdar and Greymar with cold breath. Doing significant damage. The dragon does significant damage to Crumdar, but only minor damage to Greymar because of his resistance to cold. Valance then shoots another dart and misses. Kind of useless. He then casts Fists of the Unbroken Air on the dragon, causing 8 damage. Greymar gets into melee range of the dragon and hits it with the Dragon Slayer sword, which he had collected earlier, which basically just like a plot point in the game, so whatever. Dealing 22 damage. So the Dragon Slayer sword does extra damage, bonus magic damage to dragons. It's just kind of broken. It's just basically there just so you can help defeat the dragon. It's a starter campaign, so they're gonna have shit like that. Crumdar then strikes the dragon with his spiritual weapon, dealing 5 damage. Oh, I already read that. Okay, Greymar gets into melee range of the dragon and hits the dragon. hits it with the Dragon Slayer sword, dealing 25 damage. Crumdar then swings at the dragon with Spirit's weapon and misses. He then calls forth Spirit Guardians to deal 7 damage to the dragon. Dragon then turns his attention to Fallon's, casting Cold Breath and damaging him for 24, so a pretty significant hit. Fallon's then quickly heals himself with a potion, and then casts Fist of the Unbroken Air to do 5 damage. Really not doing too much. Then, finally, Greymar then swings at the dragon twice with the Dragon Slayer longsword, dealing 51 damage to the creature and killing it off, thus ending the campaign. So, yeah, kind of a lackluster fight here at the end, but again, it's a beginner campaign. It kind of is what it is. So, we had a whole lot of fun. It took us way too long to finish it just because of scheduling issues, but it is what it is. Again, I had a whole lot of fun, and I think everybody else did too. So from there, we kind of just closed it up, and then we are planning to do another campaign where we are going to be doing some like side mission campaigns to gear us up for Spelljammer. Spelljammer is it's not new content, but it's kind of like a re-release content of old stuff that came out in the 80s. So it is a lot of like, if you think about 80s, it's a lot of like hair metal, wacky, like space themed shit. So it's gonna be like basically like space pirates, kind of like in a hair metal theme. Um, and I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. I got to make a character for it, so I think that is what we game plan to do. I think we won't be playing again until the maybe 2 weekends from now. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But really excited. Again, you guys should definitely get in on the action. Find yourself a campaign, find some friends, get your fucking dick wet, and have a good time. Also, CLG just ended up beating FlyQuest in that long ass game that almost lasted an hour. So, um, yep. Stay tuned for more updates on D&D, and we are going to be doing more campaigns. Again, it's going to be Spelljammer, so we're going to be making new characters, going to be new content. Pretty excited, so keep an eye out for that, guys. So that is going to be the end of the D&D update. So now moving on to anime and manga. So for the series that I have been keeping up with this season, which is going to be summer 2022, I am mostly caught up with everything. I kind of slacking a little bit this week, this past couple weeks actually. I'm just like, I'll get into this more, but these past couple weeks have been pretty tough in terms of mental and like physical. I've just been super exhausted and tired, but it is what it is. I'll get into that during the bodybuilding update. But caught up on My Isekai Life. It's all right. Again, the animation is the best part about this. Caught up on Harem and a Labyrinth. It's okay, whatever. Almost caught up on Black Summoner. I think I'm one episode behind. Looking pretty good. It looks like the animation's kind of ramping up as well, which is good. Um, Mostly caught up with Isekai Uncle. I mean, I just love this series, so what can I say? Mostly caught up on Call of the Night. I think I am one episode behind. The story is meh, but the animation is like, kind of carrying it through. I am caught up on Classroom of the Elite. I'm 5 episodes in, and I still have no fucking idea what's going on. I am caught up on Danmachi, which is it wrong to pick up girls in dungeon? There's only 3 episodes out, and it's the first episode was really fucking slow, but the most recent 2 have been picking it up a lot. So I'm expecting to see them fly through a lot of content um, in this season. I kind of know what's going on because a while ago I kind of read through each like arc um, briefly, just kind of getting understanding of it. So I kind of already know what's going to happen this season, but I kind of don't as well. So should be interesting. Um, Caught up on Overlord episode 5. Animation is looking great, story's getting good. So again, I'm expecting a lot of content here as well. And I am one episode behind The Devil's a Part Timer, which I am pretty upset with. It's just not as good as the first season. It's not as funny. Kind of don't care. They brought in this like baby character, which I don't know what the fuck that's about. Like it's just I don't know. I'm gonna finish out the season and I'll give you guys my rating on it, but I am not happy with it. As of right now, this is gonna be a 5 out of 10 for me, but who knows, maybe it picks up. There's plenty more episodes left, so who knows, it could fucking pick up, but it's just not as funny as the first season, and I don't know, dude. whatever. But one thing I did catch up on was actually Demon Slayer. So, I had watched the first season a while ago, but I never really got around to watching the Mugen Train arc or the Entertainment District arc. So I caught up on Mugen Train, and it was actually really fucking good. Story is nothing crazy, but um, I enjoyed it a lot. The animation was good. Some twists and turns in that season, and it was originally a movie. Then they adapted it into a 7 episode season, which is kind of nice because I just kind of blew right through it. So, really pretty fucking good. And now I am 5 episodes into the entertainment arc. I think there's only 11 episodes, so not too much more there. But that's pretty good as well. So definitely pretty dope. Keep an eye out on that. I'll give my final thoughts on that later. And also, like, I have not been catching up on Big O because I keep forgetting. I'm only 9 episodes into that. It's 26, so kind of slacking, guys. It's just like again, energy and motivation have been pretty fucking low while I'm cutting. So, but I'm going to be giving an anime recommendation here, and that is the Disastrous Life of Saiki K. This is actually very fucking funny. This is something my brother showed me a long time ago. And it started airing in, I believe, 2016. So it's been quite a while. But so there is a large amount of episodes, but each episode is only 5 minutes. So if you have not a lot of time and you just want to watch a little something a little bit funny, this is something you can binge, and it is so fucking worth it. So let me read the synopsis really quickly. To the average person, psychic abilities might seem like a blessing. For Kusuo Saiki, however, this couldn't be farther from the truth. Gifted with a wide assortment of supernatural abilities ranging from telepathy to X-ray vision, he finds this so-called blessing to be nothing more but a curse. As all the inconveniences his powers cause constantly pile up, all Kusuo, uh, I guess that's how you say it, aims is for an ordinary, hassle-free life, a life where ignorance is bliss. I'm not gonna read the rest of it, but it is actually really fucking funny. Again, this is 5 minute episodes. He's like the straight man in the series, which, um, what I mean by that is like he's like the quote normal character. Like he's got like a very tame personality. He just happens to have psychic abilities, and then all the characters around him are all like wacky fucking weirdos who are all like super retarded and like out of their minds. And he's just kind of like, yeah, he's the most like normal guy. Like everyone else is like weird and out of their minds and fucking lunatics, and he just happens to have psychic abilities, and he's kind of like a tame personality. But definitely worth looking into here, guys. A lot of episodes, but they're all 5 minutes, so this is something you can really kind of grind through. I had a whole lot of fun with this series, and it's just like wacky, goofy comedy. So um, definitely look into this again. It's called the Disastrous Life of Psyche K. Um, Whole lot of fun. Take a look into it. Get your fucking dick wet. And then we are going to go into manga. I haven't been reading a whole lot and catching up with a whole lot, but I do have a recommendation for you guys of a series that I just recently ran into, which is called uh, Gachiakuta. So Gachiakuta. Let me read the synopsis here for you guys real quick. Oh, I forgot. I almost didn't do a number rating for Psyche K. My number rating for Psyche K is going to be a 7.5 out of 10, maybe even an 8. It was just really that good, really that funny. Animation is good. Animation is done by JC Staff, so they usually knock it out of the park. Comedy's there too, so get your dick wet. Back onto the manga. So it is Gachiakuta. It's done by Kei Urana. I've never heard of this person before, but let me read the description. A slum where criminals' descendants live. So the descendants of criminals. I don't know why they said it that way. People beyond the border look down and discriminate them as a quote tribal people. Rudo, R-U-D-O, an orphan boy, lives in the slum with his foster parent, Regd, R-E-G-T, and makes a living using his extraordinary physical abilities. However, one day he is accused with a crime that he doesn't remember and is thrown into the abyss, quote, that even the slum people fear. So I think this series really unique. Like the art style as well, very unique, kind of like rough around the edges, but basically this is like a series where everyone just throws things away. They don't give a fuck. And then there's all the people who live in the slums who basically live in the trash. And then this main character is accused of murder and he didn't do it. So then he gets banished off of this like large like cliff hanging shelf thingy. Um, and everyone just expects like if you go down there you just die anyway, but he falls down there and then he wakes up and he's like in this like post-apocalyptic junk area and there's these like humanoid like junk monsters and the miasma like is killing him and stuff like that, and then some random dude comes by and saves him, and that's as far as I've gotten. But this is a really fucking cool looking series, very interesting idea as well, really unique. Definitely see this getting an anime adaptation very soon within the next year or two. So keep an eye out for this as well. I usually got a pretty good sixth sense for these kinds of things. Um, Definitely worth looking into. Unique art style, unique ideas. As of right now, I've only read 1 or 2 chapters, I think, so as of right now, I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10 just from the 2 episodes or chapters that I've read, but definitely get look into it, guys. Again, is Gachiakuta. It's got 24 chapters translated as of right now on the site I'm using, so, get into it, get your dick wet, and have some fucking fun, guys. All right, so that is it for the anime and manga section. Um, Now we are going to be jumping into the bodybuilding update. So, like I said before, um, officially 2 weeks out right now, so I'm getting really excited, also getting pretty anxious, pretty nervous, but um, it's my first show, so I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie, this past week was actually the hardest week I have had to date. My mental and physical energy, like, it just felt terrible. One day this week, I think it was Thursday, I just felt so fucking sick, so fucking shitty. Um, I had like a crazy abdominal pains. Like I think part of it is because of the constipation I've been having recently, but that should be fixed relatively soon because I'm starting to use a fiber supplement, which I probably should have started using at the beginning of these 12-week prep. But this is my first time, so you live, you learn, and you gain more experience for next time. So it is what it is. But yeah, my mental was just so fucking trash the whole week. But then something happened on Friday. I don't know what it was, but I woke up and I just had a really good positive energy. I just felt really fucking good. I had a pretty good day at work. I had a good workout. I was feeling good. My hunger wasn't even really there, but I ate all my meals. I felt great. I also got a text from my dad that as of now, from all of his recent tests, he's 100% disease free. I'm not going to go in too much into depth on that just because that's something personal. I don't really want to say all of that out right now. But that's fucking amazing news. So I can't wait to see him. It was just his birthday today and my sister's birthday as well. So I got on the phone with him, said happy birthday and all this stuff. So he's doing really well and I'd love to see it. But yeah, so 2 weeks out, I've fully registered for the show. I've already got the tanning lined up, and I have already gotten my posing trunks. Well, I bought them, and I'm just waiting for them to come in the mail. Hopefully, they're showing up this week, if not early next week. Just so I can get those in, just so I don't have to worry about that. You have one less thing to worry about. I do need to do the drug test, but that's going to be on Friday. So the Friday before my show, which is going to be the 19th, shows on the 20th, is going to be very fucking busy because I have to go get my first coat of tan, which is at 5. So I get out of work at 4. First coat of tan is at 5, and then I signed up for the drug testing, and that's going to be at like 6, I think. All of them were within the same location, so it's not that big of a fucking deal. But let me pull my calendar up really quickly and take a look. Yeah, so first coat of tan is going to be at 5 o'clock. And then the drug test is going to be at 6:20. So I didn't schedule them directly back to back just because I don't know how long the spray tan is going to take. And then also I kind of want to give myself a little bit of time for the tan to settle and sit and dry on my body before I go into the drug test because like I've never had a spray tan like this before, so I kind of want it to like dry on me first before I go and sit down or do anything. So, again, I also want to give myself a little bit of buffer time. And also, athlete check-ins are from 4 to 6 on that day as well. So, if I show up before my first coat of spray tan, I can do the athlete check-in, hopefully if the line isn't too long, then get the spray tan, then do the drug test. Or I can go there, show up maybe a little bit early to the first coat of spray tan, get it done as soon as possible, go do the check-in, then go do the drug test. Or, I mean, I don't know how many people are going to be there. I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of people because everyone kind of has to go around the same time. I'm just going to try and get there as soon as possible and just show up as soon as possible, just so I can be like, hey, look, I know I have an appointment at this time, but I'm already here, can I go now kind of thing. So again, it's going to be a play by ear, see what happens. But then I also do have a touch up for the spray tan, which is going to be on the day of the show. So I'm assuming it's not going to take a whole long of time for the tan to get touched up, but it's going to be like 6:15. Um, day of the show, which is kind of fucking shitty. So I just gotta wake up early. I mean, I'm probably gonna be up early anyway. Just get everything ready, go over everything. Talk to my coach. Bring as much like food and water or whatever I need with me. Just to get it all done. Again, I don't really fucking know. I've never done this before, so I think a few days ahead, I'm gonna like lay everything out and have everything packed and ready to go. I'm gonna talk to my coach, be like, "Hey, what do I need to bring?" Luckily, there is a grocery store right across the fucking street from the venue, so if I need to pick up anything like real quick, I'm gonna just walk over there real quick and just grab it. I am planning to have my friend Dylan come with me, and she's gonna have backstage coach access, so she's gonna hopefully be able to maybe take some videos if they allow it, carry my stuff for me and help me out and kind of get me in that competition headspace, which I really need. Um, I mean, I don't want to be worried about all these things. I just want to be worried about my performance on stage. So, having someone there is definitely, I feel, going to be super beneficial for me. So I hope she is able to come through. But let me take a look and see what else. No, yeah, I think it is 6:15. So that's basically it, guys, with the bodybuilding update. Should be fun, should be exciting. I'm really excited, but yeah, we'll see. One thing I am going to do is going to be a wrap-up video. I'll probably talk about it in the podcast as well, but it's going to be a wrap-up video on my experience on the stage and my thoughts on it and if I'm actually going to compete again. Because after I get off stage, I'm probably going to know right away whether I'm going to want to do it again or not. But I'm also going to be doing more content in terms of like I'm going to be doing like some videos where I'm going to throw in things because I got a bunch of cookies from my cookie dealer, so I'm going to be doing a review of that. All the cookies I got look fucking absolutely insane. They're just sitting in my freezer, so um, just gonna be thawing those out for the show day. What I'm gonna do is like probably a day or two before the show day, I'll start putting them in the fridge, the ones I want to try, let them thaw out, and then when I get home from the show, I'll throw them right in the oven, and I'll probably take a video of me trying them out. So I'll probably still have the fake tan on. So be looking forward to that. Gonna be doing some like videos where I talk about like some of my top 5 or top 10 animes. I got a whole list of videos down here. I just kind of want to like mix it up and do some like cool stuff. And I'm gonna go try some food places and stuff before I leave um, Denver. But that also segments or segues me into my next topic of what I want to talk about is how I'm potentially going to be moving out of Denver and moving to Austin, Texas. So I do have some interviews lined up for a position based out of Austin. Really excited, trying to line up the interviews and lock them down for this week, and then hopefully hear back and then get the news from that. So the plan would be is to get that job, leave Denver, go and live with my family for like September until January when I would need to be in the office in Austin. And then, so from September to January, I'd be looking for places to live in Austin. Me and my brother are planning a trip down there. In October, we're going to go see the Trash Taste Boys because they're doing a live podcast there. So we're going to go check out the town, check out the city, the surrounding area, do some cool shit. Maybe I'll get like a whole week, maybe just be 3 days. I don't know yet. I kind of want to get a feel of it and just do some cool stuff. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be off prep, so expect videos of that to come. Definitely gonna be exciting. But yeah, I think that's it. You know what I mean? I just wanted to do something new with my life, and I've been in Denver for a while, so now it's on to bigger and better things. And I feel like Texas is calling me, and I feel like that's where I want to be, and I feel like that's where my next chapter of my career is really going to flourish. And whether it be with this company I'm applying for, or bodybuilding, or content creation, or the fitness industry, I don't know. It's just where I feel like it's going to take off. So I'm just inspired to do more and do something else with my life, and like I just don't want to constantly be in one spot, and I don't wanna, like, you know what I mean? I felt, like, comfortable here, but I don't feel like I'm growing here in Denver, so I kinda wanna just go on with my life and just, do something else. I'm also just really excited to go back to my hometown and spend time with my family. I feel like I'm really gonna recharge and, like, re-energize myself. And when I was, like, a teenager, when I was in college, I always dreaded going back to my hometown, but now I'm at a point where I'm feeling very nostalgic, and I just wanna go back and just wanna feel all that energy, and I just wanna spend time with my family, and I just wanna, like, I think it's really gonna be a good reset for me to be like, "Alright, this is why I wanna push harder. This is why I wanna live not just an ordinary life. This is why I want to move to Texas, is because of all this." You know what I mean? It's going to remind me. So, um, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but it's my podcast, so that's basically what I'm gonna do anyway. But yeah, I mean, I'm just excited. I'm excited for life. I'm excited for the future, and I'm just trying to keep as much of a positive mental attitude as possible, and really just kind of crush my future. You know what I mean? I'm almost 30 years old, and I'm basically in the peak of my life. So I think now is the time to work as fucking hard as possible, and get into a new area, into a new industry, a new career, and fucking kick some ass. So that's gonna be the end of the podcast, guys. Again, this is Chris, aka Don Burgundy on the internet. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. Every single one of my social media links is going to be down in the bottom. So please like, comment, subscribe. Any kind of support, I highly appreciate it. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or comments or video ideas or topic ideas, or even if you want to jump in on the podcast, let me fucking know, guys. All right, so I will catch you guys next time. Peace.